Hey guys, how's it going? So today we've got this old Honda generator. It's fairly beat up, but it's a good old Honda engine in it really. Well, I put gas in it and give it a few tugs over, nothing. Checked the oil, that was all good. I drained the carb off, and there's definitely fuel going through to the carb. And then I pulled the plug, and we've got no spark. And I disconnected the switch wire just to make sure it wasn't the switch what was playing up. I noticed on this it's got a weird vacuum hose coming from the crankcase to the switch. I don't know what that's about, unless it's some type of low oil shut off, possibly. So I'm thinking this might have points in it. So we're going to whip the side case off, and if there is, we'll give them a clean and see if we get spark back. Get you set up in the tripod here. It's got 4 screws for the 10mm to get the pull start off. We could possibly leave that on and just take all this casing, but we'll take it off anyway. And we got one up the top here, got one there, and then 2 at the bottom. An extension. Got one more to do. Can get at it. This one's hard to get to, the bolt for the fuel tank, and the switch is in the way. I don't think we've got to get it fully out. I think it's the casing's cut away so it slides off. No, I think we'll have to take this part of the tank off. It's got 2 10mm there, and we can move the switch out the way then. I've never seen this type of setup with the hose to the crankcase. Now that's loose, I might be able to get the impact on it. There we go, last one. Doesn't look too bad, it's clean. No play. Let's get this big nut cracked off, and then get the pry bar behind, and we'll give it a few love taps, see if we can get it going done. Get the flywheel to separate there. See if the impact will do it. Got it. See where we can pry from here. It's definitely on there. It's not giving up the ghost that easy. Try a bit of stoutier hammer. We're loose. Looks like we're definitely points. Backside. That must be the magnet there. Yeah. Just get an 8mm, and I think we'll have to take this key out of here so we can get this cover off. And I've always drop it and lose it somewhere. It looks like it's 2 8mm. Let's get some tools set up. Coil looks alright. Can't see any cracks or anything in it. Hopefully that condenser ain't too bad. There we have it. They don't look too bad actually. So let's oil this up and get a bit of sandpaper in there. Hopefully it's just the I'm knocking the camera here. It's just the points that have dirty. It's not the coil that's gone. Make sure they're shutting and opening right. Yeah, that looks good. Let's get the side casing back on and we'll put the flywheel on. And I think it's hard to test this because you put everything back together to get the pull cord on. Well, I'll work them for a bit and let's get the flywheel back on, get the top cover, and then we'll give it a few pulls over with the plug out there and see if it's worked. I'm going to put this key back in. Side case first. Let's key back in. It's a tight fit, that is. Line it up. Let's get this case back on. and then the pull cord cover. Could do with getting a attachment for the drill to go on the flywheels to spin them over. They do one with like a freewheeling clutch in it, so when the engine starts it doesn't wind your drill over. Spin it round so we can see the plug, and we'll whip that plug out. See if that will hold there. We've got spark out. I don't know if it's showing up on camera. We definitely got spark again. So let's get our plug back in and we'll see if she'll start. Give it a quick clean. Just got to spin around and get that on-off switch back in place. think that switch was in the off position when we tried it just. The switch might be dirty if that's the case, because we definitely had a spark. Let's try, let's give which way's choke. That way. Still nothing. There's a petrol on. Might have to give it a square to get us started. Let's try that. Trying. Oh, it's definitely firing. Only have to try another plug in it. We definitely had a spark off that one. Let's give it another squirt of petrol and then we'll try again. If not, we'll strip the carb down. Does seem to be popping a bit. Let me just swap that plug for a known plug and we'll try again. Right, I've got the new plug in, so let's give her a pull. Definitely sounded better. I say we go into the carb. What have we got? Spin it round so you can see. Turn that fuel off. So we can get this hose off. That's that up. We got now just the throttle body at the top, the linkage. So let's get into this and see what she's like. Yeah, that gas looks pretty old. Yeah, smells bad too. I know I topped the tank up because it had none in the tank when I first got it. So I put a splash in the tank, but yeah, could have just been old gas. There's the bowl there, needs cleaning. So let's get the main jet out of there and see what that looks like. Oh, it's stuck on. Yeah, it's proper stuck in there. Wonder if you've got to wind it out on the bottom thread as well. I think the whole tube would be threaded, wouldn't it? Just keep going. I think I've got it. No. A few taps and it came out. It was literally just getting stuck on this other thread for that. It's smaller than that, but it was just enough to grip it. And then without knocking the camera everywhere. The motion tube here. They don't look too bad actually. Can't see through that one actually. Yeah, the main jet's definitely blocked. Just give the keep knocking his camera today. Emulsion tube a bit of a clean. Really limited to the tools I've got here where I keep my car. But yeah, I think some of the jets, some of the holes are blocked on there. See if I can get nick a bristle off this wire brush, poke them all out. Straight through. That's one. Two. And there's another one further up here. And then the main jet here. Feed that through. Yeah, it's just gummed up. Just old fuel, I think. See if we got some parts cleaner and give them a spray off. That seems to be working. On the floats up to. Yeah, that seems to be working. Let's get that back together and get it back on. Which way did this go? That was. I think it went that way. We'll soon see. Yeah, that looks about right. The motion tube sticking up the right length of what it was. So definitely the right way around. Just got de-gum all this and then I'll bring you back and we'll try again. It's looking a lot better. I think the ultrasonic cleaner would do a better job, but that's definitely at the tone. How was that now? And that was roughly there for the drain. Let's get it back on. We got the linkage. And then there's a spring as well, it goes, clips on the bottom. Then what? Oh, fuel pipe. Just make sure that's flowing right. That doesn't seem to be doing much. Just check how much fuel's in it. Before we strip everything down for no reason. Yeah, there's fuel there, it's not much though. It is right low, so let's get some fuel in it. Definitely got fuel now. So hopefully this will come to life. Does make you wonder how long this has been sitting. As she runs, something's catching in the pull cord here. It's like it's not retracting back. I think this frame's slightly bent there. Let's knock that out. What's that look like now? Let's try that. It was just slightly bent down. I don't know if I did that one. Let's try and get it off. Get the air cleaner back in. This had a what's this? Where did that go now? Well, she definitely runs. This little 90 has just run out of fuel, so we're still getting a fueling issue down to the carb. It's probably why it's not running properly. There's no filter in the carb, so I don't know if that's blocked as it comes down this pipe. There's a sediment filter here, but yeah, there's no filter in the tank. So I'll blow that through and this should be good. Well, this was only a cheap generator. It was a 50 quidder, so £50. It wasn't too bad. It's definitely an old Honda, having points Most of the modern ones don't have that now. Been doing a bit on the console here. Bit of work on the pickup pipe. And then the electrical on the clocks to the fuel sender. Sender goes there. Everything just needs replacing. Someone's put a piece of rubber there. It's supposed to have a cork gasket. And the sender that it's got in it is the wrong sender for this car. So yeah, it's not compatible with the gauge on the dash. So I've got to try find an original part really. And then axle seals, rear axle seals are leaking, so there'll be the next part to do. And then I've got the slave cylinders in this front wheel here, front driver's wheel started leaking again, so revisit that. Might have to have new slave cylinders in it. Yeah, well, coming up I've got an MS260 and an 028 AV Super that both need work, and I'll be doing strip downs and finding out what their problems are. I think both of them are mainly just carb problems, but we'll see when we get there. Yeah, cheers for watching and hope this helps, and I'll see you next time.